this pandemic, breaking connections to the world, empowering language on humanity. Let's bring the world of learning in one channel. Welcome to Business Combinations English TV.
Hello everyone! Once again, I am Ma'am Ali, your grade 7 English teacher, and welcome to our English Learning Hub. Let me congratulate you for making this far in our grade 7 English modules. I know how you brave all the tough activities and tasks while in the comfort of your homes. And as you have made a huge adjustment in our new normal education, wherein face-to-face learning is still uncertain. Allow me to tell you to commend yourself. Everyone, tap your shoulder and say, "Hey self, you did a great job. Now, there's no way you can be beaten by anything. Great job! Very good!" In the previous quarter, you learned about the importance of expressing your ideas and beliefs while using appropriate expressions. Speaking allows us to have connections, motivate change, and even influence our decision. According to Sir Winston Churchill, courage is what it takes to stand and speak and to sit down and listen. Accordingly, we learned that we can actually use our voice in addressing certain issues with relevance in our lives. This time, let us give ourselves another opportunity to learn more about expressing our ideas. Welcome to week 1 of quarter 4. Using graphic organizers in academic writing. And for the most essential learning competency, we have distinguished features of academic writing. For the enabling competency, organize information about a chosen subject using a graphic organizer. Organize information about chosen subject using a one-step outline. For day 1, academic writing. Have you ever felt overwhelmed when the teacher asked you to write an essay on your chosen topic? You wanted to write, but you did not know where to start.
You might be asking yourself, what will be the topic of my essay? Or what sources will be relevant to my topic? And how will I develop and organize my essay?
This lesson will inform you about the academic writing, which is often used in school to complete a writing task for a specific subject. In a higher levels, it is used as a requirement for a track or a course. Some examples of these are essays and research papers. These lessons will also guide you on how to use graphic organizer in academic writing. We have 8 features. As a writer, you need to remember that academic writing uses words which are formal and objective. The first feature of an essay is formal. It is important to be formal in writing an essay, which means your tone should not sound casual or conversational. To make your writing more formal, try to avoid using colloquial, idiomatic, or slang words. We have here an example. Once the research is completed, the information will be top-notch. So in the first statement, we use the word top-notch. So top-notch is an example of a colloquial word. So instead of using the word itself, we must use the word highly valuable and make our essay formal. Some people will find colloquial language. Example, the word that we had a while ago, which is the top notch. Difficult to understand, which can lead to misinterpretation. Instead, find the formal equivalent of the word or just drop or remove it. The second one is use full words instead of contractions. Contractions, it is a way of shortening words. For example, instead of using the word can't, use the word cannot. Instead of using the word don't, use the word do not. How about they? You can use the word they have. Instead of using the word it's, you can use it is. And well, we can use we will. Contraction is when two words are combined into one. Use it only when you are using a direct quote from someone. The second feature of an essay is objective. In general, academic writing is based on facts and evidence, and it is not affected by personal emotions. Therefore, to make your essay or research paper convincing, you must use an unbiased style of writing. To maintain an objective tone in your writing, avoid the following. The first one is personal statement and judgment. For example, I perform an experiment. To become objective, you can use the experiment was performed. The next one is I believe that fast food contributes to obesity. To become objective, you can use in this paper the effects of fast food consumption on obesity were presented in various studies. What have you noticed? On the second examples, we avoid the word I. In writing a research report, for you to avoid personal pronoun like I, use the passive voice. Avoid phrases like I believe, I think, or I feel because it may indicate bias. The second one is emotional language. For example, it is unfortunate that many Filipinos do not have work these days. Instead of using that statement, we can use based on the Philippine Statistic Authority or PSA data, about half or 48.2% of unemployed Filipinos are from ages 18 to 24. Instead of emotional language, include facts or evidence to prove your point. You can get facts in making research or reading current events. After feature is organization. The structure of academic writing is similar to that of a simple paragraph with an introduction, body, and conclusion. These three parts will be used in writing a short paragraph, an essay, or a full-length report or research paper. The hamburger is an example of a graphic organizer in writing a paragraph or an essay. It allows you to see facts, concepts, or ideas in a visual format.
Like an essay, it has several layers: the top band, the filling, and the bottom band. Look at the illustration. Imagine that this is a hamburger. On the top band, you can see the introduction where you catch the attention of your readers. Then, in the middle, there are supporting details that you can use to express or to present your ideas. Remember that the most delicious part or the most important part of a hamburger is the patty. So, the patty should contain all the important and substantial details about your essay. And of course, you also have to provide other supporting details that will give clear understanding to your reader. The bottom band part is the conclusion where you restate your topic or summarize the facts or details of your essay. Here is the clearer structure of an essay. We have the introduction, where you hook the reader using a fact, song, joke, or question. Also, it is where you introduce the topic and state the point or purpose of the essay. In the body parts, it is where you state the proof or evidence, give specific examples or details, and explain why the evidence is important. And in the conclusion part, you are going to write the restatement of your topic following the summary of the facts or details.
Other graphic organizer that you can use in organizing your ideas are Venn diagram, T-chart, concept map, sequence chart, and main idea web. When there are so many ideas about a topic for a report that you do not know where to begin, the best thing to do is to organize your ideas through an outline. It is also a graphic organizer which helps you to identify the main ideas and highlight the important facts. When you make an outline, you can use the following format.
Here's a clear format of an essay. Roman numerals for main topics, capital letters for subtopics, and Arabic numbers for details. Next, indent and align the subtopic. And indent further and align details. Next, remember to capitalize only the first letter of the first word of each main topic, each subtopic, and each detail. And lastly, do not divide a main topic or a subtopic into less than 2. If you have an A, there must be a B. If you have a 1, there must be a 2.
Here is an example of an outline on an informative essay on causes and effects of energy crisis. Grade 7, you can read with me to practice your reading skills. What are the causes and effects of the energy crisis? Some of the causes are increased use of energy, waste of energy, growing population, and the shortage of the common fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. There is an increased use of energy because of more electrical appliances used in homes. The need for more appliances also creates a need for more electrical energy to make these appliances. Another reason for the increased use of energy is the need for more transportation. There is a waste of energy because people are careless and leave their lights and appliances on. There are, today, also more instant on appliances for the convenience of users. The growing population creates a demand for more energy as more people use lights and other things that require fuel. The most common fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas are used up rapidly and cannot be replaced immediately, or it takes time to build these fuels. As a result of the energy crisis, there are power shortages and increase of prices.
Here is the outline of the text we have just read. Under Roman numeral 1, we have causes of the energy crisis. Subtopic A, increased use of energy. Under subtopic A, we have detail number 1, appliances. Another detail is transportation. For subtopic B, we have waste of energy. Another subtopic, letter C, growing population. Subtopic letter D, common fuels. And details, under subtopic D, we have 1, coal, 2, oil, and 3, natural gas. Under Roman numeral number 2, we have the effects of the energy crisis. Subtopic A, power shortages. And subtopic B, increase of prices.
As a student, it is important that you know how to distinguish the features of academic writing from other types of writing. Keep in mind that using language that are formal and objective will present your ideas in a convincing and professional manner. Finally, using a graphic organizer like an outline will help you plan and organize your thoughts before your writing. Learning Task 1A. Identify and copy the words or phrases you would use to describe the academic writing. Grade 7. You can choose phrases or words that you can use in academic writing. Day 2. Learning Task 1B. Copy the table on your paper, then find the informal words and their formal equivalents below. The first one is done for you as your guide. So here is the choices: a lot of, cheap, children, don't, do not, inexpensive, internet, kids, net, many. So the first one is done for you. A lot of falls under the informal category and many falls into a formal category. Learning Task 2. Organize the following words or phrases into an outline. The main topics are provided for you as your guide.
Let's read the following words and phrases that we can use in order to complete the outline. Bar graph, educational text, letters, line graph, poems, pie chart, short stories, and Venn diagram. Grade 7, remember that you can use these words and phrases in order to complete the outline in this activity.
Learning Task 3. Read an excerpt of an informative essay that presents an environmental problem that we must address with urgency because it affects the whole planet. After reading the text, copy the graphic organizer below in your paper and supply the missing items. Grade 7, here is the text. Global warming is one of the major environmental issues facing the world today. It refers to the dramatic increase in the annual average global surface temperature of the Earth. Many scientists predict that this rapid change in temperature will most likely bring changes to our climate. The rainfall distribution will change and the frequency of severe weather events like typhoons will increase. Our weather patterns will undergo a profound change. It will also cause sea levels to rise and low-lying coastal areas to experience heavy floods. It is also predicted to affect the crops we grow and may even lead to decrease in crop production.
To be able to fill in the missing information in the graphic organizer, you may read again the text about the global warming and get the information there in order for you to come up with the correct answers.
Day 4. This lesson emphasized that academic writing in English has a distinct style. It is formal and objective. These features presented in the graphic organizer make it possible to express ideas in a clear, convincing, and professional manner. In addition, the lesson discussed how you can utilize graphic organizer in organizing your ideas or the information you have gathered in a visual format. Ponder on this and write your answer on your paper. How will your knowledge in academic writing help you as a student? How do you think you will use it in the future? College, job, or business?
Before we proceed to the last activity for this lesson, let us again go through the features of academic writing. Again, there's the formal and objective feature. Formal writing means we avoid using colloquial, idiomatic, or slang words. Instead, we use formal equivalents of those words. Also, we use full words instead of contractions. For example, are not, do not, they have, it is, we will. Remember, to become objective in academic writing, we avoid personal statements and judgment. Instead, we use the passive voice, and also we avoid I believe, I think, or I feel in order to avoid bias. We also avoid emotional languages. Instead, we include facts or evidences to prove our point in our academic writing.
Learning Task 5. Decide whether each statement is true or false. Number 1. Academic writing uses words which are formal and objective. 2. Idioms and slangs are acceptable in academic writing. 3. Instead of the words is not, I will use isn't in academic writing. 4. I can use the phrase a piece of cake in academic writing. 5. The structure of academic writing consists of an introduction, body, and conclusion. The sources of our lesson for today are the following. Bridges to Better Communication by Alabastro Susana T. and Teresa G. Panelo. And also, we have English Art 1 textbook for first year by English. We also have English Grade 7 Learners Material from Pivot 4A Learners Packet or LEAP by the Department of Education. Congratulations! You have successfully go through week 1 of quarter 4. Again, we are going to follow the submission procedure we did in last 3 quarters. Just make sure to complete all the tasks. You may contact your English subject teachers for any clarifications or follow-ups.
And lastly, don't forget to like our video and hit subscribe to be updated for new videos. You can also share this video so that others can also watch and learn.
Please stay tuned for quarter 4 week 2 video coming up very soon. Just relax and take your time. Bye! See you on our next session. Happy learning!